So I was telling you earlier about people calling me with song ideas, and this was an odd one. Someone gave me a newspaper with an article in it about a couple. And usually when I tell the intro to this song, I give the whole story away, so I'm not going to do that. But I took the story that was in the newspaper, and I had a dear uncle who was one of the funniest men I ever met. His name was Kenneth. The last time I saw Kenneth, my son was a young man. We were visiting with him at a special event honoring him. And he told me the same joke 3 times because he had Alzheimer's. But he remembered this joke, and every time he told me that joke, I laughed, not to be polite to him, because he was the funniest man I ever was around. He just, the same joke 3 times, I laughed each time. Anyway, so the song idea came to me in a newspaper article, and I decided to use my Uncle Kenneth's name and my Aunt Mildred's name as the title of the song. So this is called Kenneth and Mildred.
It's kind of like The Notebook.
It's kind of like The Notebook, yeah. Kenneth turned 80 last April, and he doesn't drive anymore. He traded his home for a place of his own. Now he lives on the 21st floor. Sometimes he'll talk about Mildred. He tells you he loved her and sighs. It's been 40 years since he left her in tears, but somehow he just can't say goodbye. He thought that she hung the stars in the sky, and he loved the way that they danced in her eyes, and he still believed in the sweet by and by they would meet on that beautiful shore. Mildred does cross-stitch for no one. They hang on the wall by the door. She sits there alone in her one-bedroom home by the stairs to the 23rd floor. Sometimes she talks about Kenneth. She'll tell you she loved him and sighed. It's been 40 years since he left her in tears, but somehow she just can't say goodbye. She thought that he hung the stars in the sky, and she loved the way that they danced in his eyes. She still believed in the sweet by and by they will meet on that beautiful shore. One Sunday morning they dressed and decided to go to the chapel and pray. They found each other, 2 lonely old lovers. They smiled just like children for the rest of that day. And then Kenneth and Mildred got married. The chapel was filled to the door. They moved to a honeymoon cottage for 2 with a view from the 25th floor. Now he thinks that she hung the stars in the sky,
in his eyes, and they both